Everything that Jesus did, he did within the parameters of restoring relationships. The kingdom is about relationships. Life is about relationships. But we live in a church culture today that, to some degree, and it's changing, that if you mess up, we struggle with dealing with you. Because your mess up is sin, my mess up is just a mistake. So do we see it through the lens of Jesus, or do we see it through the lens of the flesh? Because it makes an enormous difference. So number one, intimacy is based upon information, and information is not given unless trust is earned. I'm not going to let you into the inner sanctum of my life if I can't trust you. But as you build relationships with people and you connect in the kingdom, it doesn't mean you have to like everything they do or agree with them. There's a solid foundation. But for people to be friends, for you to be invited into somebody's life is a great honor. That means they trust you. And the more you know about somebody, the more you can begin to love them in spite of who they are. Isn't that true about Jesus? We come to Jesus and we give our life to him because we hear somebody preach or somebody testify or share the gospel with us that he laid down his life for us to bear our sins. But that's not the end of the gospel, my friend. There's an old hymn that says he's sweeter every day. My grandfather used to sing it. Every day I learn something else about him, and you walk through the fire and you see that he takes you through. You walk through the flood and you see that you didn't drown, and your love and capacity for him begin to grow. I hope that doesn't diminish. I hope you're not stagnant in your love for him, because the more we know about him and the more we know about what he can do and who he is by experience, the more our love should reach out to him. And so the church should be an organism of this incredible love feast for God and for man that the world looks at and says, I want that. I don't get it, but I want that. I love the atmosphere you create. I don't get everything else you're doing, but y'all are loving one another and loving God so much, I'm just drawn and sucked in.